So I bring you round 6, day 2, and this is the round robin that is now just started streaming on the internet via Chess24, the Magnus Carlsen Invitational. I just want to put that back to where it is. So here it is here.
Match. Also, stylistically, I think it's a very interesting matchup because these are the two players who are arguably maybe the two sharpest, the two.
So I'm going to bring you 2 games from the 30th of April 2020, and now it's just started 4:30, 5 o'clock New Zealand time PM. It's just started that the making it a little bit quieter, but it's probably better to listen to. This is the final round of the round robin today as I speak, so it's going to happen very shortly. So if you want to go have a look at it, you can still see the stream after it.
5 minutes about his starting time. He is so fast.
Okay, so let's get into this game. So that's the first I've ever done that. Now I want to just go bang. This is the Ding Liren, the Ding Liren versus Magnus Carlsen game. Now he's from China, of course, white, and so he'll love this game. So here is the I'll just get this out of the way. Come on, Dave, you can do better than this. So the leaders are 13 points. Hikaru and Magnus and Fabiano, and Ding Liren is on for China is 1 spot away, and of course Magnus is playing for his home country. We don't have to say what that is, whereas the other ones that I cannot say his name from it looks to be oh, what's that flag now? David. So we've got 2 USA in the front, with Magnus, but I'm just trying to think what that flag is now. I recognize it. Is it Russian? I think it's Russian, or Ukraine, or something like that. It's Russian, I think. And then we've got Holland there, but 13 points. Now these players are vying for $70,000 first prize. So this is the round robin just before the other part of the tournament starts, from Magnus Carlsen Invitational with the first one, I think. So we've got $70,000 for first prize, 45 for second prize, 30 for third, 30 for fourth, and 22.50 or 22,500 for fifth prize, and so on. So really, they are the main ones. So, and guess what's been happening in my brain? This when I've been sleeping, I've just been having chess positions in my head, and I haven't even been playing much chess. So, I've just been really honoured yesterday on Facebook. Yesterday, one of the top grandmasters commented on my problem that I made. If you want to see my problem that I made last year, it's a little bit murky, but it's still a good wee little study, or whatever the name of it is called. So here is this game of Magnus is black. Hello, Mr. Whistle. So here we've got the it ends up Magnus plays his centre counter Scandinavian opening, which is quite cool, really, isn't it? And someone played the Leonhardt against him the other day in this actual tournament, I believe. So here we go with Queen D5. Castling. Now this is threatening. I think this is threatening Knight D4. I think from what it says. So Bishop C6, Queen H5. Now There's no chance of hg4 now because of queen h1, and white is in a not too good position. And this is eyeing up the king on a6, so white threatens queen a6 check. Now we have some analysis. Now they give this move for black, and we have this analysis. This was played, I think, 2017, this position here, or I'm wondering if this is actual analysis still. I think it was played before. Queen c5. So this is pretty wild stuff, isn't it? You know, this is what the world champions are made of, and that looks pretty good for white, doesn't it? So back to the drawing board. So we'll go into the main line now, and here we have knight d5, rook b3, king c8. I think they say knight d5 is better. Looks like white can just be met with knight e4. It looks like white has a problem here, Houston, but this will not do because of rook b3 and queen a6, to my knowledge. Bishop e7, rook b3, queen a6. This looks very comfortable for white. In fact, white is in a better position, way better position. And we have a bit of analysis, and this is that line bishop a7 is better for white. This is better than Magnus's move queen h3, because we've got this I've got some rubbish here, just bits and pieces. This is one day threatening the queen with rook b3 to h3. So we have king e8 and knight e5. This is better than what black played, although this is decisive advantage white. Now they prefer this move, rook d8. Magnus played king d7, knight e5. It's all on now. It's all over now, baby blue. Here the queen has been attacked, and here's an interesting line: is rook ab8, knight c6. And this is pretty wild, really, isn't it? And here's where black resigned. And now one more game that was played yesterday's date, which is open database, Dave. Open the database. What's going on here? It's been a bit naughty with me, isn't it? Huh? It's been a wee bit naughty. I think this is the right one. So now we have Gary from Holland, I believe. That's not the Holland flag, I hope. No. From Netherlands, off. Oh dear. Okay, so this is Gary versus Caruana. Okay, played yesterday. New Zealand, it was played yesterday, but now they're playing the final round for the round robin. And guess what? It looks like I'm playing black or white. We've got the Dutch here. And they call it unusual white second moves. Now, here we have G5 as the predecessor. So G5 is the predecessor, but guess what? This Knight D6 is a novelty, and I've been playing this in lightning chess and that sort of thing on chess24 or whatever, chess.com and lichess, whatever. Queen C2 and Knight F6. So we've got the predecessors G5, this looks a bit knobbly, and 2017 black won this position about 15-20 moves later. But they say about the move A5 for black that it's an interesting, interesting sort of a concept, idea, line, and that sort of thing. My analysis might have gone west because I'm noticing that my analysis isn't so much here, but it's not too bad. They give this move as better than what black played. Okay, so we go back to prior C5 for black, and now we go down the main line, which is Knight F7 with Gary versus Caruana. And now we have Knight E2. A little bit of analysis here, so if you bear with me please. So this is a little bit better than what black played. So we've got Rook A1. Now here, Knight D4. Knight D4 is met with Rook B8, and now this is an equal position. So here they recommend Queen B3, and white stands better slightly. Okay, from my memory. So we've got Knight D4, and there are some interesting wee tactics here. This is better for black than what black played. Knight C5 is considered a bad move. Probably would look quite good for anyone like me playing it, but this is a bad move for black. Now white should have played what would you play here? If you can see the score for the line, you can see what they recommend for white here is Rook A8, Queen D5, a double attack they say, because we're attacking the rook back and we're taking the pawn. And this is quite healthy really, isn't it? Because like here we've got this queen that's just snuck back to the back rank for white, and it's now threatening little wee devious moves like e6, etc. Discovery check with the queen, and it threatens to move the queen into d4 as well. Maybe, maybe not. And maybe knight g5 is a problem for black as well. I just want to speak about real quickly about I've had a good win this morning when I had a game of chess on Chess, and I had a good win there, but I had to lose some on the way, and that's what we have to do in chess. We have to lose some on the way, be prepared to lose some on the way to get that win, to get that nice win. So you might lose, like me, 1,001 games, Your Honour, but then you might win a really good one. So, and that can happen any time of any encounter with anyone on the internet, which is really cool, eh? So Queen A1 is looking better. So here though, White played Queen D5 check, and now Bishop F7 and E6. Now this is a little bit of a kind of let's see which one you want to take this with, because now it's sort of what's that word now? I can't remember what it is. It's sort of snagging black's pieces a little bit, this move E6. That's my opinion. So here they give knight A6, and they don't think this is very good. And this move. Now we could even play queen here, couldn't we? We could play queen takes knight, couldn't we? Could we? From me just looking at it right now, and knight check and knight takes. But White's going to be having a knight and a bishop versus a rook. So we've got knight A6, okay. Then we've got another line which is oh no, it isn't another line. A little bit topsy-turvy today. Knight A6, okay. Now can we go over, oh that's the one. No. Can we go over this line? Queen here, and this is great for White. Everything's happening. Everything is happening really. So that's really nice for White, this position here. But this one goes into all sorts of uncharted waters for me. It's really quite interesting and almost confusing. So it goes all, it seems to just go now all quiet on the Western Front. And here it almost looks like White's going to take a draw in this game encounter. Now Black is threatened with this. Rook F5. Maybe. And then Queen C8 will not pin the rook because of E6. And other. So here's Rook G5, and here is where White won. Okay, that's the end of this session. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit muddled up, a little bit sort of like disjointed a little bit because I was opening it with the actual streaming live on Chess24 on the internet. So go and check it out.